So I've just landed in Melbourne. It is absolutely freezing. Actually, let me put my jumper on first, and then I need to tell you guys what happened in the flight today. So yesterday, when I was at the airport, I got stopped by the security. Apparently I wasn't allowed to vlog inside the airport, so they tried to fine me $300, but I explained to them my situation and they let me go off with a warning, so that was fine. So back to what I was talking about yesterday at the airport. I flew with Air Asia yesterday. The flight was 7 hours from Kuala Lumpur to Melbourne. I mean, I know Air Asia is not known for to be the best airline in the world, but yesterday's flights was probably the worst flights I've ever taken in my life. I'll tell you why. Because so 7 hours to get from Kuala Lumpur to Melbourne, 4 hours of those was literally turbulence. Now I know it's one of those things that you can't control. Cabin crew go through this day in, day out with the turbulence. But yesterday when I was in a plane, when the turbulence was happening, one of the cabin crew member, she was literally running down the aisle telling people to sit back down to their seat, and because they started panicking, everyone else in the plane started panicking. So if she starts panicking and she's trained to do this day in, day out, there must be something going on, like something bad's about to happen. So I literally put my seatbelt on. At this point I was praying to God. I was like, please God, don't let me die tonight. I held the kid's hand next to me and we started praying together. And then another reason why it was the worst flight was when they came round selling the food and whatnot. At this point I was starving. So I'm one of those people that before I leave a country, I want to spend all the money with that currency that I've got left. What I did was I made sure that at the airport I've used all my money. But when I was in a plane, they said that they also take ringgit and they take Australian dollars. So luckily enough I got Australian dollars with me, so which is fine. So I said, can I pay with Australian dollars? All I had was $50 notes, right? I bought some rice and chicken, some crisps and a drink, and it came up to like I don't know, it came up to like $15. So I gave her $50 and she came back to me with ringgit, and she said, no, we can't give you Australian dollars, it has to be ringgit. What the hell am I gonna do with ringgit? I just left Malaysia. I left Malaysia and spent all my ringgit there for a reason. Now you're giving me more ringgit. I can't spend it in Australia, $35 worth of ringgit, and I can't spend it anywhere. So now I end up buying more shit. I end up buying more shit from the fucking lady. So it's like I spent $50 in the plane for no reason when I intend to spend about 10. But now I'm at Melbourne. I'm at the gardens, I think. The Royal Botanic Gardens. That's where I'm at the moment. So I'm just checking Melbourne out. When I got to Melbourne, one of my friends that I met in Vietnam, she came and picked me up, dropped me to my hostel. I don't know how long I'm going to stay in Melbourne for. For the next couple of days I'm going to be here. I might do a lot of editing for the next couple of days, so which means I'm not going to be vlogging as much as well.